Hey, CrossFitters, welcome back. It's Coach Bob here, CrossFit Glen Burnie, and today in this video,
the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant stay.
we're going to help you to become the best CrossFitters ever. So today I spent the afternoon helping our daughter move some boxes from our house into her new house. Definitely thinking about CrossFit and the functional movement aspect of CrossFit. So I pulled out a little CrossFit video from a while ago that talks a little bit about what CrossFit is. It's real short, I promise you. It's only 2 minutes. But I want to provide my reaction and, do we agree or disagree with some of the information that's presented here in this CrossFit video? So let's switch over there right now. Boom. That's better. All right. So now we're looking at what CrossFit is. Zoop. Let's push the play button.
The official definition of CrossFit is constantly varied, functional movements performed at high intensity.
Whoop, wait a minute. Constantly varied, functional movements performed at high intensity. Well, I'll tell you, today moving the boxes and stuff I know we're not talking about my moving experience here with my daughter, but it was not high intensity, I don't think, because this went on for a number of hours. However, let's carry on.
Functional movements are what prepare you for life. Squatting, running, jumping, throwing, pulling, picking things up all predate gyms by thousands of years. They weren't invented by anyone, and they're found everywhere. This is what our bodies were.
All right, what our bodies were meant to do, right? So I was carrying boxes, and some of these boxes were lightweight, some were heavy. She's a writer. She has a lot of books, and there were these, just books and books, boxes and boxes and boxes of books. Those are the heavy ones. There were also some big ones and so on. So definitely, when we think about like some of the CrossFit workouts that we do, like today in the workout, we had dumbbell snatches, and it was a heavier dumbbell. So we were pushing upwards of 50 or maybe 70-pound dumbbells. But oftentimes we're using a light to moderate weight in that range, unless it's a barbell and it gets a little bit heavier. But I'll tell you, some of the boxes that she had were definitely the 25, 35, 45 pounds. Oh, let's continue.
Meant to do. It's part of our DNA. CrossFit workouts use functional movements because they're so much more effective for life outside the gym.
All right, definitely. So much more effective for life outside of the gym. Let's go on, pop on back here. Boom, boom. So, just kind of like seeing that we hear, CrossFit workouts are constantly varied, functional movements performed at high intensity. And those are definitely all elements of the workouts that we have. And, we're definitely talking about like the functional aspect of it that help us to do the kinds of things we do in life. And when we think about like functional movements, we have to kind of compare them to the kinds of workouts that Coach Bob did like 15 or 20 years ago, where we were looking at bodybuilding. We were doing bicep curls and leg presses and, those isolation type exercises where we're working on one body part or one muscle at a time and just trying to, put a little extra on the delts and stuff like that. So functional movements, though, are compound movements. We have multiple joints, multiple aspects of our body working. Today's workout that we had with the dumbbell snatches, that was definitely what I would call an open kinetic chain movement, right? So we're taking the dumbbell from the ground all the way overhead and stabilizing that dumbbell overhead. We have to stabilize through our core and into our shoulder and overhead. We also coupled that with wall walks, which is this closed kinetic chain, where our hands were on the floor and we're walking up the wall. And there was a different kind of stability that we had to create because our hands are fixed on the ground and we're moving our body up against the wall. And so all of these different elements are helping to prepare us for all of the variation that we're going to see in life. Whether we're moving boxes to help our daughter move into her new house, or we're pulling a wheelbarrow, or working on a house or a construction project, or working on our car, or playing with our kids. So that aspect of CrossFit, where it really provides those compound movements, definitely makes it more fun, never boring, and helps us to prepare for the kinds of things we have in life. Thank you guys so much for checking in tonight. Take care and have a good night. Bye now.